Welcome back to our final episode of Bear News for the semester. I'm Katherina Stalha. We have some interesting stories to tell tonight. An addition of an osteopathic medical school at UNC is on the horizon. On November 15th, the university announced the idea that was proposed in June by Andy Feinstein will be moving forward. Feinstein and consultant Paul Umbach spoke at the beginning of the month, giving a presentation on the viability of a medical school coming to Greeley. The consulting firm Tripp Umbach found that UNC, Greeley, and the Northern Colorado region would benefit from more doctors. The U.S. is predicted to have a shortage of up to 139,000 physicians by the year 2033. The state of Colorado only has 2 medical schools, and UNC would be the third if the choice moves forward. The hope is that with the addition of a medical school in Northern Colorado, there would be more doctors to help face the shortage. To get the school up and running, the budget would be $132 million, which Umbach acknowledges the university does not have. Osteopathic medicine differs from traditional allopathic medicine in a more holistic, touch-based approach. Students train to become doctors of osteopathy, or DOs, and complete their residency and certification at a primary care hospital. Despite the differences that a DO has from an MD, these doctors will cut down on the shortage. Now that the project is set to continue, hopefully UNC can help to get the number of healthcare professionals back to where it needs to be.
I'm Andrea Grajeda. We on Bear News have covered the closure of Toby Kendall Dining Hall, as well as other issues with dining over the course of this semester. Bear News reporter Ivan de la Garza spoke with 2 employees of the dining halls, one from TK and one from Holmes. The employees both spoke about how they had to adjust to these changes and how it has affected campus.
Lately with the short staffing, and because of that we had Toby Kendall close on us, but I'm glad we still have one place running.
And after my shift working as a dishwasher, I would go over to TK to get food because it was close by, and then with TK closing, I had to eat at Subway instead, and the meal passes, sometimes I run out.
Next semester, Sodexo will continue their management that began this year in order to help with understaffing issues. Dining management has declined to comment on this story at the time. As the dining situation on campus continues to develop, Bear News will cover the story.
UNC's galleries host some amazing artwork, but this piece in the campus commons calls attention to an ongoing societal issue. UNC photography student Annabelle Attridge based her project, Invisible People, on homeless residents of her hometown of Denver. Her photo series focuses on highlighting the humanity of unhoused people with eye-level portraits in black and white. Each photo comes with a caption detailing the experiences of its subject, ranging from medical debts to harassment and mistreatment. Attridge shared her belief that the issues of homelessness are preventable.
These are human beings, and if you come to this show, please come with the mindset that our system has created this problem.
Invisible People will be in the campus commons until this Friday, December 3rd.
UNC's campus is a little bit cheerier after the return of the annual menorah lighting outside the University Center. Bear News reporter Katherina Stalha went to the event to see the celebration.
From UNC President Andy Feinstein and journalism professor Lynn Clyde-Alleman, UNC marked the second night of Hanukkah on November 29th. President Feinstein reflected on his family's celebrations of Hanukkah in the past and present before lighting the shamash, or central candle.
And I grew up in a family that celebrates Hanukkah. And for us, it is always a special time to bring family together from multiple generations and to enjoy each other's company.
Professor Clyde-Alleman spoke at the event for the first time this year and is proud of UNC's inclusion of the Jewish community.
It's nice to have it at school, to know that Jews are being embraced, not just accepted, but embraced.
The event was headlined by Rabbi Yerachmiel Gorlick of the Chabad Jewish Center of Northern Colorado, who invited students to embrace their Jewish identities.
If the president can be open about his Jewish identity, you can too. You might even get into the newspaper.
The celebration focused on reminders that there will always be light and singing, even in dark times.
Oh, cradle, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, oh, cradle, I shall play.
This year, Hanukkah runs from November 28th until December 6th, with plenty of ways to celebrate on and around campus.
There are so many ways to give back to the community, so why not spend it with a furry friend? We joined Bear News reporter Andrea Gajeda to learn more about these amazing opportunities to foster a puppy.
Today I'm here with Abby Sawyer and Alessi to learn more about Canine Companions.
Canine Companions is an organization that provides service dogs to usually vets with PTSD free of charge. We are pretty much entirely volunteer run, which is why they're able to provide free of charge, which I think is super cool. I'm a cat person, but dedicating this amount of time to a puppy is like perfect. And also I think it's awesome to be part of the organization and provide these dogs to people in need. I think it's super sick. There's a lot. We take her on daily walks. We have multiple daily training sessions that usually last 15 to 20 minutes. We take her to puppy class twice a week because something that we really push with the dogs is we want them to want to work. And if they don't want to work, then we're not going to force them. So she really loves it. And I think just getting her to love what she does for someone else is going to be super awesome for her. I just think it's so important to see where she goes and who she helps. And I think it's going to be very hard to let her go, but it'll be for the best purpose, so.
Yes, good girl. Shake. Shake. Yeah, good girl.
It's just really nice to have a puppy. Cool to have a puppy.
To learn more about Canine Companions, you can visit their website, canine.org. And to keep up with Alessi, you can follow her on Instagram at AlessiCCIPup. Thank you for tuning in to our last episode of Bear News for the semester. I'm Andrea Gajeda, and I will be sewing over break before returning to the chair next semester.
And I've been Katherina Stalha. Working with Bear News this past year has been so much fun, and I've learned a lot. I will be graduating and starting my career at the end of this semester, and so much of what I've learned at Bear News has helped me with that. I'm proud to announce I will be premiering a short documentary on Friday and hope to keep rising in the filmmaking world. Thank you so much for spending your evening with us, and good night.